Obviously an exciting game tonight at the Stew. What a hard-fought win. Howard has had a hot start. I said this, I know Coach Grace for a long time. She has always done an excellent job, and we knew that we were going to have to execute. And, I thought today was really about a lot of little plays to come up with a big rebound, to come up with a big foul shot, and then, at the end of the game, honestly, it's in a nice position because I'm not nervous. I know I can get the ball to Mary, and she's going to make a great play. There's no doubt in my mind. I could have pretty much called the and one coming because that's what Mary does. She does it every morning. She does it every practice. She earns the way that she plays in big moments. So excited to see her hit that game winner for us tonight. But I thought Lucy, big rebounds. Another big night for Katarina, getting her a little bit more of that connection going. And this is a good way headed into a really tough tournament for Thanksgiving in Hawaii.
Questions? Coach, they shot 37 free throws on the night. 37.
You want to get me in trouble?
The thing is that for a team to shoot that many free throws, to have that many beginnings, and for the game to be tied that late, just your opinion of that.
Mary, you want to take that question? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was an interesting day on that front for sure. And I think it was both ways. The end of the game, we were up 3 and we were fouling. And I think Lou fouled her all the way to the basket before that shot even went up. And I don't know, I will say, there's a change in the rules for women's basketball about the 2-touch and some of that. So I think as we're trying to, let teams develop and get their connection going, I think there's, some grace for the officials as well. But that was an interesting day.
Well, Marianne, let's talk about resiliency. You had almost as many points as they had in the first, early in the game, and then they came back, started playing better. At the end of the game, you get the game winner. Talk about the beginning and the end. You got the shot at halftime to end the game, and you got the shot to win the game at the end. So just talk about what you did today.
I think the biggest thing for me was just coming in with confidence. I know I missed the last game, and honestly, it's I wasn't out for a long time, but it's always nerve-wracking coming in and thinking how I'm gonna produce and how I'm gonna do, because I know I'm a big part of this team. But I think, again, the coaches and my teammates, they just have so much confidence in me, and they know they just trust me with the ball in my hands, and honestly, that means a lot. So I knew the ball was coming to me at the end of the game, and I'm just just go up with confidence and just play my game, because I know even if I missed a shot, even if I missed a shot, I knew people were going in and getting my rebound. I knew it wasn't the end of the world. I just knew everyone would have my back no matter what. So I think just keeping my head up, knowing that I am who I am, I put in the work to get here, and that's what kept me going.
Coach, you know that this team coming in has already beaten Providence. They've already beaten George Wash. They've already beaten GWs in your conference. They've beaten some decent teams. They're coming in 4-0. They're expected to win their conference. So you knew this was going to be a tough game. So what did you have to tell your team to keep them mentally focused, knowing that even though it's a MEAC team, it was going to be a tough game?
Yeah, I think right now, obviously, Howard has done great things. So I don't think we're necessarily ever looking at what conference they're from. We're more looking at style of play. And, I think what Howard really does is they're going to pressure you the whole game, right? They're going to be in their full court press. They're going to be switching in all their man. There's constant pressure on us to take care of the ball. And then they just pursue the basketball on the offensive glass side. And we knew that rebounding stat was going to be another one. So, I thought that, we knew coming in, we had a lot of respect for Howard. We knew it was going to be a tough game. And just glad that we could, kind of grind it out, that there was just plays that we had to keep making to earn this one.
The three-point shooting, even though you're 10 of 34, they were 3 of 10. How does that help you going, into December, going to A-10 season? How you can continue to improve the three-point shooting, how that can make this team dangerous?
Yeah, I think it's going to continue to go. I think there's players making a ton of them in practice right now, and I think they're going to start to show up the more confident we get playing with each other. And when you have 10 new players, that connection just, takes a little bit of time. But we shoot a ton of threes every day, and they're knocking them down. It's just, I think, a little bit more of us making reads on the defensive side, and we learned a lot from the Villanova game. It was a really tough game, and we really took some good learning lessons from that game, and I think especially on the offensive side, and really trying to put it into play.
Marianne, as a senior after the Villanova game, what did you tell your team? What did you think coming into this night, and what you had to do as a senior?
I mean, the biggest thing for us is that we gotta be more aggressive. We can't wait until like the second quarter, the third quarter. Like, we gotta come out and throw the first punch. And I think we did that coming into the game. But I think we have to continue it throughout the game. But even when I was out in Maine, I think we emphasized hey, we gotta be more aggressive. We gotta be strong with the ball, and then we have to do it in practice first to make it translate into games. So I think that was really our emphasis going forward.
Yeah, congratulations on the win. Mariana, I know we talked before the season as far as the togetherness of this team and the chemistry of the team. How has it essentially developed now as the season has progressed?
I mean, I think it's still in development, but you can see it on the court. Now that we have Cap back and we're slowly getting our team together and the pieces back together, I feel like our chemistry is getting stronger. We're finding open looks, we're finding one-mores, and I think it really starts off the court. I feel like, me personally, I have a great connection with every single person on the team, and I think you could see it on the court, knowing that we always have each other back. If I scream at them, they know it's out of love. I'm not doing it to hurt them, but it means a lot to them, and it means a lot to me. So I think we're out there just playing for each other, and you can see it the way we go hard for each other.
Coach, let's talk about the last 30 seconds of the game. It was a whirlwind. So after they tied the game 66 after the free throw, going into timeout, what was the message to the team? Was it to give the ball to Mary since she already made the 2 clutch buzzer beater shots? What was the message?
Yeah, we definitely wanted, I think there were 16 seconds left in the game, and it was our ball. We advanced it. We've been working on our end of the game plays, but yeah, we wanted the last shot, maybe with a little bit of time to be able to go to the offensive glass, and then Mary executed it, exactly how we drew it up. You're going to get that ball, you're going to rip and go, and I'm pretty sure as we walked out of the timeout, I think Coach Desai said, "Mary, just go score it." And it was as simple as that. I'm like, yeah, that works. I'm on board with that. I think that's, just like I said, Mary's earned those moments. It's not everybody sees, hitting the game winners, but they don't hear the 5:30 alarm that goes off every day when she's up at the gym at 6, when when she's not feeling good, when she is feeling good, and how many hours on film. And then to be honest, the part that I'm probably the most proud of to see her out there is just her voice and her confidence. She's been a 2-year captain for us, and it's great to see that voice come out. And sometimes she can't be so Canadian friendly, and now she's got a good balance of that. So just happy that moment showed up, and I knew she was gonna take it.
And how do these 2 big wins prepare you for the tournament?
We go into Hawaii, and it's Texas A&M, it's Colorado, and UT Texas, Arlington. I mean, you're looking at 3 teams that are all doing really well, 2 Power 5 teams, and it's going to be a really tough, and it's back-to-back, and Hawaii is a little bit of a flight. So I think what we're more looking at is when you have to play 3 games like that, it's really a lot like the A10, right, and the A10 tournament. So what's it like to play the first game, get your body, your mind right, no matter what you take from that game, turn around, play another tough game. Oh, then you can't let up, and here's your 3rd game. And so we put our players in this position to really challenge them. And I think hopefully the big thing will be our depth. And we'll continue to grow.
Mariana, this is your first game back since your injury, but you had the most minutes out of any player on the court tonight. How did you feel? Obviously, towards the game, you had buzzer beaters, I think, in 3 of the 4 quarters. Just tell me what it was like being back on the court tonight.
Again, it was nerve-wracking. I didn't know how I was going to come out, and coming back, I was just I was working with our athletic trainer, with the coaches. I'm just I feel good. I feel like I can go. And honestly, I went. But I think it was just, looking back, they're always checking on me, hey, you okay? Do you need a sub? How are your knees feeling? So I think it was just like knowing that like, okay, if I do need a sub, if my knee's not great, like I can come out. But I think I felt good today, and I was like, okay. But yeah, obviously it was nerve-wracking, but I think once we got a flow, once the team got a flow, I was just like, it's adrenaline now, like just keep on going, and yeah.
And then, Coach, is there anything in particular that you want to take to the next couple of games in Hawaii? Anything that you're like you saw tonight that you're like, well, maybe we can improve this?
I mean, I think an MVP of our program is our athletic trainer, without a doubt. Chris does an incredible job. We've had so many, a little bit difficult injuries this summer and this fall with, some random kind of things. And I think the best part is that our players trust him. And, before the game, I asked him, I was like, hey, is Mary on a minute restriction? He's like, no, we've had a good conversation. She'll let us know what she needs. So I was like, well, there's 40 minutes in a game. What does that really mean? He's like, she'll tell us. I'm like, okay. But it's one of those things that we built too. If he had said she could only play 20, I'd only play her 20. But I think, I think it's just, again, we've got to keep focusing on the details. We've got to be able to control the board so we're not giving up second chance points. And, the turnovers is a piece for us that we've got to continue to work on. So, it's a little bit of a different piece with this team. In the past, it's always been about defend, grinding it out. And now I'm like, let's see if we can get to 100. Let's try to see how many points can we score. But I would like the defense to keep going. So it'll be great challenges for us in Hawaii.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.